Percy Jackson fans, 2022, it's our year. Putting my books in the background so people know I know what I'm talking about. Good. Alright guys, welcome back to another video. This is a little bit of a new type of video, a different kind of video, because, you know, I'm finding my YouTube legs still. It's fine, it's whatever. If you follow me, you know I'm a big Marvel fan, big Star Wars fan. I'm in a lot of fandoms. One of the fandoms I'm in is Percy Jackson. I don't post about it often because we got 2 movies and they weren't very good. I recently bought the Percy Jackson books again. As you can see behind me, I read them like back when I was a kid and I don't really remember much, so I rebought them and I've been rereading them, and I've been keeping an eye out for like news on the show ever since it got greenlit back in January of 2022, I think. And so far we haven't gotten a lot of news on the show until the other day. The other day, this actor, his name is Sonny Soljic, he posted this on his Instagram story, and like the Percy Jackson side of Twitter lost their mind essentially. Sonny Soljic is like the actor that's in mid-90s. I don't know if any of you guys have seen that movie. It's pretty good. It came out in 2018 and he's a pretty good actor, so I'm not disappointed. So when he shared that picture on his Instagram story and everyone kind of saw it, people were kind of freaking out because he has brown hair and blue eyes. Like the first thing you think of is Percy Jackson. Also because he doesn't look too far off from Logan Lerman in a way, but a lot of Percy Jackson fans are speculating that he's actually Luke, if anything, because Sonny Soljic, great actor. The thing is though, is that he's 16. Rick Riordan has told us that he's planning on keeping the casting to book accurate age this time around. So if they're going to do that, then Percy, Annabeth, Grover, they're all gonna be 12. Sonny's 16. So automatically everyone's mind jumps to Luke, which is fair, a fair assumption, you know what I mean? Everyone who's involved with the casting process has like kind of been tweeting about it and being like, no news doesn't mean it's bad news. Basically, the casting has been kept really secret up until, well, it's still really secretive. But I have this little itch. I feel like a casting announcement is coming really, really soon. And it's not just because of what Sonny posted on his Instagram story. I just feel like, I don't know. I feel like we're gonna get an announcement soon. I don't know why, I just do. But speaking of Sonny, he posted this thing on his story. So from what we can tell, it's a conversation between Luke and Percy, which is why a lot of people think he's being casted as Luke. We don't know 100% if he's been casted at all. This could just be a table read. He could be in the process of callbacks. We don't know anything really. There's just a lot of speculation at this point. And easily he could be casted as Luke. A little hair dye never hurt nobody. But the one thing is that in the books, Luke is 19 in the first book and Sonny is only 16. And I'm not saying like they have to be the actual age, because I do think, at least in this picture, Sonny does look older than 16 to me. So it is possible for him to be casted as Luke, but I do think there is a third option though. I think it's very possible that he could be casted as one of the Stoll brothers. For those of you that don't know, the Stoll brothers are Connor and Travis Stoll. They're not really in the first book, and obviously they're not in the movie. They're not formally mentioned in The Lightning Thief at all, actually. We don't find out until Sea of Monsters that Percy met them when he had to stay in cabin 11, like at the beginning of Lightning Thief. So like, we don't see him meet them in Lightning Thief. We just learn about it later that like, oh, he already knew them. So we don't really have them at all in the first book. But then when Luke betrays Camp Half-Blood, spoilers, I guess, if you haven't read the book or seen the movie, I'm so sorry. Connor and Travis take over as like the leaders of the Hermes cabin. So that's kind of where they come into play. The Stoll brothers don't really become like very big characters until probably the later books. But that doesn't necessarily mean that in the writing for the show, like, they can't be made into crucial characters or even like half crucial characters, like whatever it may be. Sonny is just like, maybe, I don't know, reading for Luke or something, and he could get casted as a Stoll brother. I don't know. They could insert the Stoll brothers somehow. It's all up in the air, but the only reason why I say that is because, so there's Connor and Travis, and Connor is like the younger brother. He's like, I think around the same age as Percy. And then Travis is older by like 2 or 3 years. So it would make sense that someone that's 16 is a few years older than the people that are 12. You know what I mean? I hope that made sense. Long story short, think it's very possible that this guy could be casted as a Stoll brother or dye his hair blonde and he's basically Luke. Who's to say? Because like I said, just because he's not 19 doesn't mean that he can't play a character that's 19. Because I mean, he does look, he doesn't look like, I think, a 16-year-old. Coming from someone who's 22 and looks like they're 16 probably. So far, we don't have a lot of news outside of the fact that filming is supposed to start in June, and sometime between now and June, we should learn about the casting. I really hope it's sooner rather than later. And when it is, I'll talk about it because I am very excited for this series. This is one of those franchises that really got cheated. Like, if the movies were handled properly, I truly think Percy Jackson could have been as big as like Harry Potter. The Percy Jackson series has so much potential, and the thought of this franchise being handled correctly makes me very excited, even though it's kind of a child's franchise. I don't care. If you guys are also excited for this series, make sure you follow me. You can subscribe to me here, follow me on Instagram, Twitter, whatever. I will be posting about any news that we get for Percy Jackson because I am extremely excited for this. You can also follow this Twitter account, which is like one of the Twitter accounts that I check like almost every day because I'm always like, did something new happen? What's going on? But yeah, let me know what you think in the comments down below. Let me know what you think of them casting Sonny as... He could be casted as Percy, honestly. I didn't even talk about that. They could just make Percy a little bit older than 12. Who's to say? Let me know what you think of Sonny possibly being Percy, Luke, a Stoll brother, whatever. He could be anything. We don't know. But it looks like it's maybe leaning more towards Luke right now than anything. Personally, I don't mind it. I liked mid-90s. I think he's a great little actor and I'm very excited to see if he's in the show and what he would be. Let me know if you're excited for Percy Jackson. I hope you all are. And if you don't know anything about Percy Jackson, then you should read the books. I genuinely cannot wait. It probably won't come out until like, who even knows, 2023, 2024. Will I be out of college at that point? Yes. Will I still watch it? 1,000,000%. Let me know if you guys liked this kind of video. This is kind of new for me to just kind of sit here and talk about something fandom related. Thank you guys for watching and I will see you all next time.